Today it is cold and I'm planning to take the Morris home. My 1967 Morris Minor, 2-door, nickname Patch, for obvious reasons. And I'll be honest, since getting the car MOT'd, since doing all the work I did over the winter, I haven't driven it. I've driven it like 2.5 miles on a test drive, and then it's been parked up at my workshop. But today I'm going to attempt to drive it home. It's a 15-mile drive, lots of hills, and it's cold. I don't know if it's going to make it or not. I have AA cover, so I've got time if I need to sit at the side of the road broken down. The only thing I do need to do is try and fix the heater. I never got around to trying to make the heater run. I don't even know if it works, so if it doesn't work, I could be in for a cold one. Yeah, I've got a few things to do on it first. I'm going to get it in the workshop, get it up on the ramp, give it a bit of a check over. As you can see, tyres have lost a bit of pressure. But yeah, let's see how we go. All right, first things first, let's get the bonnet open and just double check all of our levels. So, water level, yep, it's got some, that's fine, good there. Tucked up beside the engine block. I'll rag over here. And play that little game we call Find the Hole. Okay, so we are just above the max there. So just above is better than below, I suppose. Not on a modern car with your catalytic converter or your emissions rubbish. Yeah, other than that, I think fuel filters fine, I hope. I know the tank was a bit rusty. Screen wash doesn't work. Brake lights work, I've checked that. So I've checked all the lights already. So let's get the bonnet down then, and I'll pump the tyres up. So the fronts are quite clearly flat. And, let's chuck this on there and see what pressures we're on. 14 psi. That's what they call air ride. I'll go to about 26. 26 is about what I run the midget on, and I think weight-wise they're probably about the same. Rears I don't think are quite as bad. Rears are on 18, so okay, they're worse than I thought. So I'll get the other two done, and then I think I've just got one. Actually, no, I'll put it up in the air. We'll have a quick look underneath and just make sure nothing's hanging off. And then there's one final thing I want to do before we leave to take her home. Try and take her home. Alright, so we have the obligatory oil leak, which is rust prevention. We've got welding on there, looks fine. It's all still covered in understeel, none of it seems to have rotted through. Yeah, everything looks kind of secure. Oh yeah, I remember I did notice this the other day actually. I'll do something with this exhaust hanger because it's hitting the exhaust. We've got another one on the rear there, I just don't want that to crack. So I might just quickly whip something up with that. You can see it's just a metal plate that sits underneath the U-bolt. So yeah, we'll do something with that quickly. Other than that, so we did a lot of welding up here. That all looks good. Brake pipes we did, they're all They're all fine, they're all secure, still look pretty new. Fuel tank's fine, it's just as crusty on the outside as it ever was. I did have the Armstrong lever dampers off the other day and refilled them with oil, because the oil that was in them was had seen a bit of days. So I might just check the fronts as well actually. I think I did the fronts at home about a year or so, a couple of years ago before it came down here. But yeah, other than that, I think we're, again, the obligatory differential oil leak. Nothing out of the ordinary there. So let's just check the front Armstrong lever dampers. I'll check I've done that, and then I will do my final touch. Right, final finishing touch then. The last Morris Minor hubcap going on. Much better. Let's go for a drive. So, as far as I know, this car hasn't been on the road for 23 years, I think it is. The last tax disc ran out in 2000. We're now 2003. Obviously I've done a lot of work to it. It's been moved around here for a while. I have driven it, so it should be okay, but it hasn't done a 15-mile journey. The most it's done in one go is about 2.5-3 miles, and I do get nervous with things like this. So yeah, let's see how we go. The first thing I need to do is going to get fuel. Starts to treat. I'm going to put my lights on so that I've got my gauges all come to life, so I can keep an eye on the vital signs. Yeah, wish me luck. Some miles so far. I did about 3 miles and then turned around because I wasn't happy with the brakes, and like I said, my drive home involves a lot of hills, so I went back towards the workshop and they seem to improve. So I then remembered the brakes are new and they need bedding in, so I turned around again and decided to continue driving and see how we do. Temperature gauge is absolutely fine. We're currently sitting at about 40 degrees, and that seems to be where it's happy sitting. So I think we'll leave it there. We are approaching our first hill, our first big downhill. Up and down. I've done a few uphills so far, but yeah, the first big downhill. Which at the bottom of the hill there are a set of traffic lights. So it'll be interesting to see how well she stops there. I'm fairly confident. Other than that, the banging in the back is because I left all the spare parts in there. So yeah, let's see how we do with this hill. We're getting to the top of the hill now, and we're in 4th gear. She's pulling it right. I really don't want to change down to 3rd, and we're nearly there. We're nearly at the crest. This is probably the smallest hill we're going to come up to. There we go. We're at the top. So downhill, I'm going to make sure I leave plenty of space in front, because I say these brakes aren't great. They are improving though. So even after the uphill, the temperature gauge is still in the blue. I have had to open my quarter light as well, if you noticed, on this cold day, because it's a bit fumey. Good news though, the lights are green. Oh, get over to this lane. I've definitely not got any chance of an emergency stop. Right, I'm going to turn up here and go up through the town of Jevington. Last big hill coming out of the Jevington road. We are actually in third now. I did hear a bit of a noise, and I actually forgot to do anything with that exhaust hanger that was broken. So I think the rear one may have now broken. So the exhaust might be bouncing around all over the place. So we're up to Friston. We're trying to get to Seaford, and yeah, she is running pretty sweet, to be honest. This is the bit, if anyone knows this road, any of you know this road, coming down to the Cookmere, that is the section I'm most worried about, and it looks like I'm going to have quite a lot of cars in front of me, so this should be interesting. What I have enjoyed is all the smiles, people at the side of the road smiling. I'm going to have to put the camera down and pull out of here now. Okay, we're out. So coming up to a section of road now that I'm going to drive up to do another video in the next couple of weeks. 10-year anniversary from an accident I was involved in. So if you want to see that video, make sure you keep an eye out for it and subscribe, hit the bell button, and you'll get notifications. But yeah, I am genuinely a little bit concerned about this hill coming up. So like I say, the brakes are definitely improved. So if I didn't think it would stop, I would have turned around. And I've got parking brake, so we can use that if we need to. And thankfully, we are now stuck behind that queue of cars. So yeah, one more downhill, and then yeah, I'll be pretty much home. Okay, we're about to descend the hill I've been dreading for the whole journey. Luckily, we've all slowed down. We are currently in third gear, so I think we're going to stay in third gear. Oh, this is I don't know why I'm so apprehensive about this. There's a sign that is designed for cars like this. 14% incline. 14%. Stay in low gear. Well, third is the second highest gear I've got. There used to be one that said test your brakes, which is for, again, cars like this that have drum brakes all round. However, I haven't seen that. That must have fallen down or been taken down. But while I worry, check out the view of the Cookmere. Good thing is we got good oil pressure, temperature is sitting just above 40. Brakes they are definitely improving. Oh, and we managed to stop. Look at that. Alright, brakes work. I definitely need to readjust the tappets as well. I don't know if it's as loud for you guys as it is for me, but it's also it is annoying. So, off we go then. Now this queue is going to give me perfect opportunity to talk about my Etsy shop. If you pop over there, I'll put a link in the description. You'll find many classic car items, mugs, t-shirts, hoodies, and a few other bits and pieces, including stuff Morris Minor related. They've been growing in popularity over the last few weeks, and yeah, check it out. And we have arrived in Seaford. Wow. So I reckon we must have done a good 20 miles so far, which is massively impressive. It says as in nearly stalls. So yeah, really pleased with that. made it. I just noticed how close I parked to the grass there. I'll have to move her over. But yes, made it back all in one piece. Really, really pleased with that. Thank you very much for watching. And God, it's really cold here. Let's get back in the car. Yeah, thank you for watching. Obviously, subscribe, hit the like button if you enjoyed the video and made it this far. And yeah, I'll see you next time.